So we're here for our very first State of the Roads update right here in St. Thomas Eastern. I'm going to invite Mr. Damian Anderson, our Executive Engineer Manager for China Harbor, to join us and let us know what has happened in the last couple of days. So much has happened here in St. Thomas Eastern. Exciting news. I just saw asphalt, so that's good. Mr. Anderson, please join me and let us know the update on what has happened since the last time we met.
As Madam MP said, I'm Damian Anderson, Executive Engineering Manager from China Harbor. For the last time we were here, it wasn't such a pleasant occasion, but for this time I could say we have started the asphalt. As it relates to other activities, we have done a lot of grading. That's roadway rehabilitation, as promised, to make the roadway much better for the users. I'm sure the commuters would have been feeling the better surface, and I'll urge the subcontractor to continue maintaining the roadway. I hear a lot of people asking if China Harbor is stepping in to take over the work, but I just want to make it clear that at this time there's no intention to do such a thing. Our intention really is to work with our local contractors and see how best we can transfer knowledge from Czech to the local subcontractors and to the local residents on a whole. I'm aware that in terms of skill set, we don't have the best skill set in terms of masons and tradesmen overall, but we really wish to see how we can train some of these workers and really work with them, to get the better product.
So we've had a few questions. So the area where we were earlier, from our very first time we decided to do updates, we had a lot of ditches right there in the Dumfries area. And someone asked me, why is it that we're using that kind of material for temporary relief? Can you explain the reason why we did not use mall in that area, please?
This is a wet area, and basically, mall is something that absorbs the water. So based on the substrata, we really tried to use a more graded river shingle material that would be a more stable material at the base, and then we'll put the crushed limestone rock at the top. Actually, in this area, as you'd have seen, we have a design in terms of the drainage, but based on the level of water that I saw here, I'd call the designers just to have a last look at it to see if we could put a few tweaks in there, and then we could run with that. Also, in terms of the pavement, we're seeing how possible it is to do somewhat of a intermittent pavement, I would say, because this area, if we continue to grade it, every time it rains, we're going to have to grade again.
That's the Dumfries area.
That's the Dumfries area. So the real intention here is to see how best we can put in the drainage, that same cross pipe that we looked at where the water comes off the hill, put in that drainage and put like a thin layer of asphalt. Because as I said before, the commissioning of the pipeline is very important before we place the final layer of asphalt. And I hear a lot of persons saying we can't commission if we don't test. We are aware of that. The intention is to commission all the areas of the lines that have been pressure tested and approved. And I would say in terms of pressure tested and approved, we would have pressure tested and approved 90% of the lines already. Here in this Dumfries area, we still have to do what we call stabilized base, which is the crushed limestone rock mixed with cement, and we'll re-excavate the trench and put like 18 inches thick strata of the cement stabilized base over the pipeline, which will prevent any depression on top of the pipe when we put that asphalt. So
it's not dirt.
Right.
I know that you had planned to lay the asphalt on Tuesday, and we had some delays. Everyone knows that we had some delays. And how is that going so far?
We commenced asphalt today, and so far I'm comfortable with the placement. I would say the team, in terms of prep areas, I don't think they have enough prepped areas that we could say, for example, pave tomorrow. But hopefully they could prepare some other areas and we'll be able to pave by Sunday again. Because as we said before, we can't allow the asphalt to be paved without the area in terms of the base properly prepared, checked. And
you laid oil before though.
Right, we have to put oil. So normally we do the priming.
Right.
And when you do the prime coat, it takes about 48 hours normally to penetrate. And we normally apply sand and then we come back and sweep the sand before placing the asphalt. So that's really the procedure of doing the asphalt work.
Okay. So I have another question with regards to Church Corner. I know when we were there, you had also some intentions of doing some kind of temporary work there as well, knowing that they were going to place some pipes on the other side as well. How is that coming along?
For the Church Corner area, as I said before, we really did some temporary asphalting there. That's a little before the Christmas period, really to facilitate a smooth flow of traffic.
Right.
I'd stated before that that is temporary. We just did it based on the condition the road was in at that time and the Christmas period coming up. We have started that pipeline activity, and we are about 75% in. Two of the lines in terms of...
The left side and the middle.
Right, the left side and the middle has been completed, so that's one 10-inch line and one 4-inch line. So we still have the right side to put in, which is a 4-inch line, and then we should be able to substantially complete that area. In terms of pressure testing, the 10-inch line has been tested and approved in its entirety. So now we'll move to test the 4-inch line, and then we'll also start installing, as I said, the 4-inch line now on the right-hand side. There has been some maintenance in that area also to ensure that the traffic can traverse smoothly, and as I said, we intend to monitor the subcontractors even closer than before to ensure that these areas don't return to a deplorable condition as they were. We intend to stay here, and as I said, work very closely with them to ensure that the project is completed in a timely manner.
Thank you. Well, that was our State of the Roads update for St. Thomas Eastern. I want to thank you, Mr. Anderson. We'll see you right back here in 1 week. I hear that you're bringing in some engineers to help us do some touch-ups and some tweaks on some designs. You'll be able to see what's going on the road. If you have questions, pass by, blow your horn, and support the ones that are in the hot sun working on our roads. We're looking forward to another update, and thank you for tuning in to the State of the Roads in St. Thomas Eastern. Peace.